Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things. It's Neymar! It's run loose, goes for goal!
Barcelona definitely are on top of things in these early stages.
Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Koundé, looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shot could be on. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona could not have chosen a worse moment. The chance to break through. He scores for sure! The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very... Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights, but shapes to shoot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't... And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very... Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So straight into the action.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baía is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, very much dealt his... David Villa! David Villa! Brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. And it's made its way to him.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baía is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah. Shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Decent chance! That is gorgeous from Raul!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
En el minuto 9, el dorsal 15.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but
Bebeto, he's through on, and Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Tries one from range. Oh, off the bar. He's having a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Quarter of an hour played. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Spread neatly. Raul. Barcelona have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ah, such a clever touch. And here's Yamal. Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's a decent clearance. And it's Balde. Rashford. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he can thump it away. He's looking wide. Iniesta. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he has been fouled there. Koundé gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
So, what can they come up with here?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Guardiola. And here's Raul. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bebeto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's decided to go for it. So, third corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Pedri. And it's Iniesta. And here's Rashford. Rashford! Off target by a whisker. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Oh, it's Bebeto. Nice looking ball. Messi made a good run there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. Succumbs to the pressure. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rashford. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's found support out wide. Balde. Looking early. Keeper has taken decisive action. Raul is there to clear. Not the most convincing of passes. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's picked out the run. And this is Messi. He's picked... And Messi! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Lewandowski for Rashford, and the counter is on. Lobbed in behind, and he's gone looking for safety. And this could be the final action of the first half. Punched away. Koundé powering forward here. Deftly away. That's the end of the first 45. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this. So they have to be alert.
Barcelona sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. Down to business again. Rafael Varane. Nicely shaped ball. Kubasi. Christensen. And it's Balde. Iniesta. To Messi, and here's Rashford. Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area, and it's been hooked away. Iniesta, and it's Balde, and this is Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he decides to cross it. Good running with the ball. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had...
Oh, he's all alone. Bebeto! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. A case now of complete control. Messi.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum...
Great chance! Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply...
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 4.
Barcelona making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Serán sustituidos por
Still behind by
el dorsal
2.
13.
Is there a way back
El
into
dorsal
this?
17.
He's shifting through the gears here. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Rashford, and he's in on goal. Crosses it in here.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Knocks it into space. Oh, important interception. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's having a pop! It's hit the crossbar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Koundé. And here's Suarez. Suarez going forward. And the shot! And he hits the net! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Barcelona now just needing one.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. That's a shade optimistic. Defending of the desperate variety.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Cruyff in with the challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Baena. Aims beyond the defence. Hangs in a cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's good vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he welcomes it in. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Desperate defending required here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's a throw-in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found some space. And the shot! It's hit the upright. And he's intervened well there. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the referee brings it to a close. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Barcelona really deserve...
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Clarence Seedorf, he's a leader, he's a schemer, a controller, he's certainly a winner, he's all of those things and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further, he's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality. He knows exactly what it takes to be a match winner, and he'll go about doing exactly that.
Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Raul plays a sharp little ball here.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Oh, that's a very... Raul! Eto'o. And here's Cruyff. Oh, no question, that's a foul. That's a delicate pass. Roberto Carlos is flagged offside. And it's Seedorf. Knocks it into space. And this is a chance! Ronaldinho. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Xavi Alonso. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Mbappe. It's Ronaldinho! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played through into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Yaya Toure. They're back in possession and ready to go again. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pass is just off target, and he can thump it away. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Looks to the other side. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, super find. Koundé. Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Ronaldinho. That looks a good ball through. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Eto'o! And that is wildly off target. Seedorf. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is a chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's De Jong. That has been slung wide. Yaya Toure.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Eto'o. Seedorf. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cruyff considers his options. Great chance here to level it up. He's well positioned here. Bebeto! Marquez clears without hesitation. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Now it's Cruyff. Messi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Space for him to turn and look. Throw it. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Played into the box. And that has been cleared. De Jong, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Raul wins the duel this time. Raul, can he get on the end? Real chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Seedorf. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Great and the finish! It's bounced back off the post.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 26, Ronaldinho. El dorsal 10, Seedorf. El dorsal 21.
And he's had it nicked away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
El dorsal 17, el dorsal 11, Makelele. El dorsal 18, Bale. Cambio de jugadores.
Yaya Toure. Tchouaméni. Now it's Bale. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now he's off and running. Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tchouaméni. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. Messi. Lovely bit of skill. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And the counter is on. Oh, that's clever. And that was very necessary. And that is out of play. Strong running down that left flank. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So things are underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Roberto Carlos, and that has left him in a heap. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ferran Torres! Off the post! Deftly away. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. Bebeto. So Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And the shot! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Moran did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he stands tall, impenetrable. But where it came from. Bebeto. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So, Jim, I'm guessing that when you hear the name Rivaldo, amongst the first games that comes to mind is the final game of the 2001-2 season.
Absolutely. Who could forget that famous hat-trick? I mean, in a time where a team's future can depend so much on whether you have European football or not, his performance that day, Peter, was season-saving.
And the goals themselves, they weren't just worldies, were they? They were worldies plus.
Yeah, a superb free kick for the first, an absolute daisy cutter for the second, and the third was the best of them all, an overhead kick from just outside the penalty box.
And it's played. Goes for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouameni. And it's Rivaldo. Xabi Alonso was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Takes a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Madrid. Oh, terrible mistake. Bellingham! And he's found the net! And the comeback is complete! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he...
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is...
It's Lewandowski! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Now he's off and running. Dani Olmo is onto this, takes the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there's a searching pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's gone searching cross-field.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, easy pickings there. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Threads one in. Lewandowski! And he's opted for the long pass. And now the breakaway. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Deftly away. Well, that has not gone well.
This is the time you need that pace.
Guti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Koundé. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Raúl. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. And he's there to belt it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Olmo. Raúl. That's a lovely, neat pass. Spread to the right. He's found a way through. Showing good feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries one from range. Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or over-hit it? Perfection.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Howson cuts out the pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, that is... It's roll! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, it's Bebeto. Koundé. Koundé proves just a little bit too strong. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Courtois sends that a long way. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's Bebeto. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And no mistake! They are purring, truly purring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now he's running away. Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. Guti. Lovely ball and shapes to shoot! Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper's...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Barcelona are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que guarden cola de forma ordenada si van a hacer uso de nuestros puestos de comida. Se va
Down to business again.
El dorsal 23.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Squeeze it through. Guardiola. Now, can they get him away? And the counter is on. Guti. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Cruyff skims one in. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Dani Olmo. So what can they make of this? He's picked his way through. Nice sequence of passes, this. It's a loose ball. In he goes again! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid have their second corner now. Oh, good climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Guardiola. Roberto Carlos. Guardiola was in no mood for any of that. Spread neatly. He has found the way through. And this is Raul. Towering header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Two
7,
coaches are signalling
Messi.
changes here,
El
both at the
dorsal
same time.
4, El dorsal 24 serán sustituidos por el
And
dorsal
here's
14,
Hazard.
El dorsal
There's the
5,
shot!
Hazard.
That
El
was
dorsal
superb
19
goalkeeping.
será realizado
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Cruyff, and it's Roberto Carlos. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! And he's there to clear it. Played out towards the right wing.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And he's found the way past. Tries to play it through. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cruyff. Koundé does well not to be outdone there. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Sørloth. And he's in on shoots! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifting.
Oh, he's having a go! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away. Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Courtois clears. Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Roberto Carlos, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Raul. Bellingham. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now there's a fine ball. And it's Bellingham. And now they can clear their lines. Cáceres in towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Madrid really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Nicely shaped ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Lewandowski. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Barcelona have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Oh, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're back on the ball again. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Raul. Guardiola. Now it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi, upright and purposeful. He was under real pressure there.
That's good defensive concentration.
Now it's Bale. Raul. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. He has on... And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona with the corner, their first. Bellingham tries to clear. Played out wide. He's on it, can he get away? And Messi! Oh, off the bar! And it's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's nice. Gets a good foot in there. Out towards the flank. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aims beyond the defence. Mbappe! He's got away. He's had a shot! No, just not quite.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Now it's Messi. Some good persistent defending here. Oh, terrible pass. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Roberto Carlos. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he welcomes it in. Played out to the left flank. Cross in. Varane cuts out the pass. And here's Cruyff. Picks out Bellingham!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Cruyff. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Koundé did well to stay calm there. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time and again they are repelled. And here's Bale. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. Now it's Babette. And the finish! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Just eases him off the ball. And he has been fouled there.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Now it's Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Back on the way then.
Barcelona can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
And here's Cruyff. Cruyff has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Cruyff with a real chance here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Roberto Carlos! Guardiola. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And no surprise, that's a booking. For a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Deftly away. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Played up towards the front line. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. And that pass just didn't quite work. Being still separated by the game's only goal. And it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. And it's made its way. Chance! And he hits the net! Barcelona are back in business. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking to play him in, and this is Cruyff. It's Bale! Gareth! Glittering Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expert. Bebeto! Fantastic from Bebeto! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Messi. Who saw this coming? Barcelona have come back from the very brink. Xavi Alonso, and it's Cruyff. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Bale. Messi. And Messi! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Bale. Guardiola.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham, very much a man of this moment. Xavi Alonso.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Messi. Serán sustituidos
Koundé.
por el dorsal 14.
That's good running with the ball. Threads one in.
Se va a realizar un cambio
Mbappe
de jugadores.
scooting
Habrá
forward.
4 minutos de descuento.
Pedri. We are into overtime. Roberto Carlos. No, he refuses to take the bait. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a promising position. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3. Roberto Carlos.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
El dorsal 17. El dorsal 13.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Cambio de jugadores.
Pedri. Barcelona could counter here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Can he get it through? Bale. Oh, that looks a decent play. And a chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. It is what...
Oh, shooting chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona have their lead. Lewandowski! And that could come back to haunt them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. And this is shot at goal!
And it's in!
2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and club. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Durante el descanso, podremos discutir.
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We're up and running then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him. He'll try from distance! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Koundé really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
And it's slung out wide. And here's Mbappe. Shot could be on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Cruyff. Messi. Koundé. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe. Raul. Oh, it's Bebeto. Pinches it off him.
Bebeto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barcelona have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Messi. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. And he's definitely onside. And it's Guardiola. Chance, surely! Against the crossbar. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cruyff. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to dink it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cruyff. And it's from Mario. Looking for options for movement. Xavi Alonso. That has been slung wide. And that's cause for mild irritation. It's a throw-in. Bellingham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mbappe. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Messi. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
He's having a good look here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Cruyff! But he's left disappointed. Alonso. Pressure coming in from all directions. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Messi. And it's Bellingham. Xavi Alonso.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Plays a sharp little ball here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Romario going after that. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cruyff. Pepe proves too strong, too smart. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we are back on the way.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think
He's having a pop! Romario! Wonderful!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal... Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has to go back. Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Bale. Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Now it's Cruyff. And the through ball. Now it's Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, nice touch. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. And here's Bale. Nicely spread. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Messi. And now the breakaway. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Bale, picked out brilliantly. Looking for the run, spread it left. And it's Messi. Out towards the flank. He has a look out. Plays it, tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Maradona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now here's the delivery. Xabi Alonso can get it clear. He's rising! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So it is still 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. Oh, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows.
It's Neymar! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home... Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. And it's Messi, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's picked his way through. And it's been hooked away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Valverde. Cruyff did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through.
Chance for a shot!
And needless to say, that deserved better.
Raúl has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Puyol. And Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Good chance here!
And it's hit the woodwork and out!
They're battling for the right to play in the early stages.
Bebeto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Bellingham. Dani Olmo. No, he's not getting past him there.
That's going in strongly.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Barcelona are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short. Muscular approach does pay off here. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Lewandowski. Bellingham. Guardiola. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bellingham. Now it's Lewandowski. This looks promising. Yamal. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Lewandowski has given away a free kick. Yamal. Great ball. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. Oh, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Howson. Looking for the run. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, he's hit the bar! Triol gets it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Skims one in. deftly away. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Messi. Al Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham. Valverde.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
This is a promising build-up. Passing nice and neat. Bebeto.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That looks a cracking ball.
And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23.
We're on the move again.
Será sustituido por el dorsal
Barcelona
17.
can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He's found the way through. That has not gone well. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9 será reemplazado por el dorsal 14. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Cruyff having a look. Looking to widen the gap even further here. It's hit the crossbar. Cucurella tries to clear. Pedri makes a dash for it. Now, can they get him away? No, it's come to nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Pedri. And it's Lewandowski. That is a great pick out. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Lewandowski.
He's had a shot!
Ferran Torres with the foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres powering forward here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, has another goal! And there's a goal! Barcelona are back in business. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he get it through? Not where it came from. Oh no, this does not look good. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
He's had it taken off him. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. And this is Messi. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So
dorsal
changes
8
afoot here
será
and from both
sustituido por
sides.
El dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
Tchouaméni.
Barcelona definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And this is Raul. It's Raul! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few...
Lewandowski! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que hay plazas disponibles para alquilar en el aparcamiento del estadio.
So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par.
Ah, he's given it away. And that's played in low. Oh, well played. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Donatoni. Thuram cuts out the pass. Seedorf. Distributed tidily. Yamal. He has found a way through. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Vieira calmly anticipates. And it's Cruyff. Donatoni. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. No way through. Vieira. Adriano. Costacurta cuts it out. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vieira. And it's Seedorf. He's looking wide. Nice sequence of passes, this. This might spell... He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
South Korea are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi, upright and purposeful. And he's managed to get free. Messi stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Donatoni. Now it's Donatoni. Donatoni. Oh, good effort. Goal! Republic of Korea! And there is your opener. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
South Korea have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever...
He's having a shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Donadoni clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. No, again, there's no way through. Look at the spell. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And can he finish?
finish! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Ibrahimovic demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Costacurta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Donatoni, can he get it through? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Vieira, and it's Seedorf. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. To Thuram. Seedorf. Gullit. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, super ball! Bellingham. And here's Bellingham. Seedorf. Vieira. To Messi.
Minutes has been indicated.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. Seedorf wins the duel this time. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And now I'd just like
It is
to read
quite
out
a
our
game,
fan
breathless
comment, which was
and
celebrating their
laced with
birthdays
excitement.
today.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want to...
Yamal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Thuram always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Zanetti. Donadoni has created one goal already. Pinches it off him. He's in plenty of space here. Seedorf. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he thumps it clear. And he's been shifted off it. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Bellingham. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Messi.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And it's Bellingham. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Caresses it through. Thuram clears it away. Corner number 2 then. Seedorf, who's short. And that is well cleared. Costacurta. Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Desai. Bellingham, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Great vision. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
And this is Hullet. Hullet. Cleared away. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
And it's Vieira. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 19, Donadoni. Number 21, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field, number 14, Roberto Carlos. Number 4, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Oh, he's missed it.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Messi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Played back into the centre. Mateus takes a shot. Thuram gets it away. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Not the most convincing of passes. Thuram. Vieira. Engages and forces him off the ball. The final 5 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Looking tidy in possession here. Very much into the last knockings.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now he can run away with it. Shot could be on. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that was very necessary. That's a good ball out wide. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Oh, what a mistake! He's shifting through the gears here. They have held on just. South Korea pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Adriano voted
Just
man
a
of the
quick request
match,
today
and
for everybody to
deservedly
please
so.
kindly remove any cars parked on
Well,
the
how
road
will we
outside.
look back? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Knocks it into space. In towards the back stick. Varane getting this one clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Seedorf. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Best. Both sides exercising caution for now. Vieira. And here's chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Singa Chiang Rai United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And the through ball. Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Best chasing after it. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Kadiolu is always looking to play quality balls. And the pass is intercepted. Adriano is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Delivered low. Cech claims it without any fuss.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Cruyff. South Korea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Tries to play it through. quick look, thought about cutting inside. Deftly away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. Seedorf. Ball's played through. Spread neatly. Now it's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kajolu. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Nice control. Seedorf. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then.
And a header! He's delivered all right!
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Singa Chiang Rai United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier...
He leaps for it! Oh, what has happened here?
And again!
It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Oh, that's well spotted. Best. Roberto Carlos. Platini. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Adriano is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
1 minute added time.
Vieira running with intent. He's chosen to go back. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. South Korea come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Impressive jump! And that's in!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Singa Chiang Rai United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Vieira clears it away. Messi. Seedorf. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking for a runner. Nice interception, well timed. Czech clears without hesitation. That's good play. Some resolute defending there. And here's Messi. Messi currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out towards the flank. Kajolu. And he's whipped it across. And it's hoisted clear. Here comes the corner.
Substitution for South Korea.
Well, height
Number
could make
18,
all the difference on these set
Adrian.
pieces.
Coming on the field is number 20, Cantona.
And he's there to get it away.
Substitution.
And he lines up a cross. Thuram getting this one clear. Here comes another cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. South Korea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's neat.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Desai, very much a man of this moment. Seedorf.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Thuram. Messi. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Seedorf. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He's having a hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as there are a couple of goals up.
Substitution in progress.
Singa Chiang Rai United are making a change now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Shoots! Goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Number 23.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And it's Marcelo. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. He has missed it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Seedorf. Zanetti plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Zanetti, well seen, saw that coming. Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Thuram. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Can he get on the end of this? Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away. And that will be the final act. South Korea can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So straight into the action. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And this is Messi. Chance! Off the post! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Rummenigge certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gently done. That has been slung wide. Threads one in. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the through ball. Now it's Owen. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's not an especially good pass, that. Doué is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's fabulous. And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
Vieira certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And now the breakaway. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Doué. And here's Owen. And it's Scholes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Now, can they get him on? Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Haaland. Scholes. Scholes! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Vieira gets it away. South Korea are looking to go forward now. Vinicius Junior. Serginho. Serginho's cross.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Platini. Seedorf. Oh, well measured. Shoots! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The goal scorer for South Korea.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's picked it up out wide. Owen. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 15, Vinicius
Manchester
Junior.
United have their lead.
Vinicius Junior.
And here's Messi.
Vinicius
He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Played down the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. And shifted it to the flank. Cruyff. Can he get onto this? Scholes. That's going wide left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Very nicely done. And the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's in on... Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello attendees, this is a